Hey guys, what's up? Retro Mikey 78 here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a list that's a little different than normal. Instead of me doing pickups, because I can't get out, do pickups, I'm not at work. All I'm getting is unemployment right now. We're getting enough to pay our bills, but I can't spend the extra money to complete the N64 or the GameCube list, or to look for these titles that I'm looking for. So, these are the top 10 games or items that I'm looking for my game room once this is over, and they're not GameCube and N64 related. So, sit back and enjoy, and let's get into this. First off, we have Creed Rise to Glory. A buddy of mine at work has told me so much about this game. He said he loved it a lot. It was one of his favorite games when he got his VR, so I'm looking for that. And then it usually goes for, on price charting, they're saying about 20 bucks. So once this is over, that's an easy buy. You know, I could probably get that now. $20 isn't that much. But as you see, these games are going to get more expensive. I started with the least, we're going to go up. Next game is another PS VR game. This is Paranormal Activity Lost Souls. This game is another $20 game is what price charting has it at. And it just looks interesting. I kind of liked the first couple Paranormal Activity movies when they were first released. And this seems interesting to play this game while I've got the VR unit on. Just something that interests me, and I'm going to be looking for that once I get back to work. Next is one of my favorite arcade games. I played this a lot in the arcade at the local bowling alley that we had. We only had about 4 or 5 machines, but while they had this was Exevious. But I've got the NES version. I've got the one, I think I got the one on the 7800. But what I'm looking for is Exevious 3D on the PlayStation 1. Every time I go to a store or anywhere, I look for this game. Never have found it. It's only about a $25 game is what price charting has it at. But it's kind of a unique game that I don't see out there in the wild. So I'm going to be looking for Exevious 3D on the PS1. Next up is a franchise that I've not really played. I have it emulated on my PlayStation 1 Classic. But I do not have it, and I've not played the emulation version just to test it and see how it works. And that is Dino Crisis. I'm looking for part 1 and 2, but I'll stick with part 1 for now, and it goes for an average of $33. I love the Resident Evil series. You guys know that. You've seen my channel. So $33, Dino Crisis. It's a game that I need to pick up, and I need to pick up part 2. Next up is a series that I've never played and I'm wanting to dabble in, get into, and that's the Fatal Frame series. So I'm going to put the first one on my list, and that one runs about $40 off price charting. Don't know much about it besides it's a survival horror game. People rave about it, and it's on the PlayStation 2. I think there's a copy on the Xbox, but since the majority of them on the PS2, I think I'm going to go with that version. Next up is a light gun game that I saw on another channel. That is Gunblade New York and LA. It's about a $50 game on price charting, but it's a light gun game for the Wii, and it looked awesome. So it's just something that I'm looking for and I want to get and try for myself. I love playing the Wii light gun games. I'm not a big fan of the Wii motion controls. I have a lot of problems with it, with my left hand being deformed the way it is. But the light gun games, man, I play the shit out of those. So I'd like to get that one. I keep looking for it everywhere, but I've never seen it anywhere. Next up is part of a trilogy, and this is the only one I'm missing of the trilogy. I've even got the strategy guide for it. I picked it up for like $3 at a store. And that is Parasite Eve 2. Now, this game looks awesome. I've actually not dabbled in Parasite Eve. I need to go and actually play the first one, but I'm wanting to get the set. I've got the 3rd birthday on the PSP. I've got the original Parasite Eve, but I've never wanted to drop the money for Parasite Eve 2, which goes for about $60. But that's something that I'm looking for and I'll be collecting sometime. Next up is a franchise that I've never played. Honestly, I hadn't even ever thought about playing it, but people are telling me that it's a fun series. and that's the Clock Tower series. So I'm going to put the first one on here, Clock Tower, and it goes for about $100. That's what Price Trading has it at. I know most copies go for a little more, and I'll probably end up having to pay about that to get one. But it's a series that I'm ready to get into and see how it plays. Next up, this is one that I sold during my strike last year when I needed money. And when I saw the prices of what it's going for now, I was about shit my pants because I didn't pay that for mine 2 years ago, and I honestly didn't sell mine for that much. And that is Futurama. I'm a huge Futurama fan. I never did get to beat that game, so I don't know if I'm going to get it on the PS2 or the Xbox, but the PS2 version is $130. The Xbox version is $115. But this game, it's almost like a missing episode to the show. It's got all the original cast kind of made the same way they did Simpsons Hit and Run. You know, it's a platformer game, but it's got the main cast, all their voices in the game. So I really want to get that back and play it again. And my 10th and final item on this list is a console, folks. And I'm so up in the air about this console. I want the Philips CDI. Not only do I want this console to get the Mario games and the Zelda games for this console, but I want to play Seventh Guest, one of my favorite all-time games, on the Philips CDI, an actual console. I actually own the Philips CDI copy of Seventh Guest. Didn't know I owned it. At one point I bought a CD version of Seventh Guest and wondered why it wouldn't play on the computer. Wasn't until here recently I opened it up and was looking at it. It says Philips CDI on it. So I own the CDI version of Seventh Guest. I just need to buy the actual game. Now, this system, on Price Trading, it says loose, it runs for $85. And I really, really question that, because you get on eBay and start looking for it. I've seen them all the way from $200. I've seen them from $100, not tested, but $200 all the way up to $400. And a friend of mine, Bones06, he tried to buy one not too long ago. Got it for $450. He got it in, and the guy said it was refurbished. It didn't work. It was busted. And they gave him some burnt copies of the expensive games. He boxed it up and sent it back because it was busted and didn't work. But he's also going to be looking for one of those consoles, I know, sometime soon. He's bought a few games already, and that's something that I want. I want that Philips CDI. It's a rare, unique console, and it's just one that I'm wanting to get. But yeah, those are the top 10 games once I get out of the quarantine and get back to work and things get back to normal that I'm going to be looking for. Now, I told you guys at the end of this I would blow through these two lists. As you see, the N64 list is really small. For the N64, I only need a few games. I need 6 games. I need Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, Carmageddon 64, Sculptor's Cut for Clay Fighters, Super Bowling, Stunt Racer, and Worms Armageddon. Now remember, during the strike last year, I sold like 25 of my N64 games. So to get down to 6 and then be laid off from work because of everything else, plus my surgery, not a bad job. But the GameCube, I am down to 29. Before you guys go, wait a minute, I thought you were at 30 first. I did get these real cheap. Getting a Serious Sam on the Xbox and the 360, I bought Serious Sam 2 for just about $5. But then I also wanted this one, and that's Serious Sam The Next Encounter. I think I spent $30 on this. And right after I did that, I saw one sell for $56. So I was happy to grab this right now. So I need 29 more GameCube titles. And we'll run through those real quick, folks. I need Animaniacs, Automalista, Bust-A-Move 3000, Capcom vs. SNK 2, City Racer, Disney Sports Basketball, Disney Sports Football, Disney Hide and Seek, Evolution Snowboarding, Go-Go Hypergrime, Gotcha Force, Judge Dredd, Dredd vs. Dead, Lost Kingdoms 2, Metabots Infinity, NCAA College Basketball 2003, Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 Plus, Pikmin 2, Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, Rally Champion, Rave Master, Ribbit King, Roadkill, Samurai Jack, The Shadow of a Coup, TMNT 3, Mutant Nightmare. Yeah, I still don't own that. Ultimate Muscle League versus New Generation, Vex, Virtual Quest, Zatch Bell, the Madudu Battles, and Zatch Bell, the Madudu Fury. Then I got about 9 variants that I'm also going to be looking for, but those are not in the official 555 list. And the variants, these are the ones that I'll be getting after the fact, but I won't just looking for the 555 of the complete collection. That's Metroid Prime, Wind Waker combo, Wind Waker Master Quest combo, the Resident Evil Pure Box set, the Resident Evil 10th Anniversary, the Zelda 4 Swords box set, because I got one loose, Mario Party 6 and 7 box set with the microphone, because I got them both loose, Pokemon Coliseum bonus disc, and Mario Kart with no bonus disc. But I'm in the running to get a system. Somebody's holding it until I get back to work for a Mario Kart system that has the no bonus disc in the box. It's mint and everything. So once I get back to work, I'll probably end up buying that and marking that off the list. But honestly, the GameCube, 29 main and 9 variants isn't that hard to get. I'll probably start working on that once I get back to work. And it's N64 list. I need 6 to complete it. That's real easy to get. So once I finish those, I don't know. I think I'm going to go for the PS1 long box because I'm halfway there. But I don't know what else. I know I'm still collecting Resident Evil, and I wanted to leave that off the list because I'm going to do a Resident Evil variant collection, get as many of them as I can. That being said, I honestly don't know what I'm going to be collecting next. I don't think I'm going to go for an NES set or an SNES set. They're just, I don't have the room to store them. I don't have the room. You know, once we get a house and get out of this apartment, I might do that, but I don't know what I'll do after that besides the PS1 long box. So we'll see. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I'll have more content coming out soon, and check out Retro Rivals. I'll leave a link to their video that they did down in the description. And I'll be back here soon with some more content. See you later.